The Girardinus metallicus, or black-chin livebearer, is one of my favorite nanofish here in the fish tank barn. While it's a little harder to find than your average guppy or platy, this is definitely a great nanofish that is worth the effort to locate. So let's go ahead and head into the fish barn and learn more about this great little nano livebearer. The Girardinus metallicus, or black-chin livebearer, can be found in Cuba and Costa Rica, where it inhabits slow-moving streams, ponds, and ditches. This fish is in the Poeciliid family, which means it's related to your guppies and mollies. Females of this fish will get to be about 2.5 inches, while males get to be about 1.5 inches, which makes this fish great for your nano aquariums. I currently have this group of 7 in this 20-gallon hive, and they're doing quite well. In terms of a minimum tank size, I would say that you could keep these fish in a 10-gallon aquarium. As with most livebearers, I found it best to have at least a 2-to-1 ratio of females to males to avoid the females from being harassed constantly. I have kept these fish a few times in my fish keeping journey and have found them to be quite hardy. Like their other livebearer cousins, these fish do prefer harder, higher pH water, as well as your typical tropical temperatures from 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. These fish won't require much in terms of filtration other than clean water, which I like to achieve just with an air-driven sponge filter. From a diet perspective, I have found these fish will take a wide variety of foods from appropriately sized flake, frozen, pellet, and live foods. Some of my favorites being baby brine shrimp and the extreme krill and spirulina flakes. I really like to feed the spirulina flakes at least a couple times a week for its vegetable content to help avoid bloating. These fish are peaceful in nature and are excellent tank mates in your planted nano aquarium. However, there are a few things I would avoid. I wouldn't keep these fish with other Poeciliids like guppies or mollies in order to avoid unwanted hybridization. I also wouldn't keep these with any terribly large or aggressive fish that would either eat or harass your metallic livebearer. I really think a good combination for these fish will be to keep them with some of the smaller tetra and rasbora species like the harlequin rasbora or ember tetra. Also, due to their small size, I would say that these would be relatively shrimp safe, maybe picking off a few smaller shrimp, but if you start out with a large enough colony, I think you'd be just fine. Sexing these fish is rather quite easy. The males will be smaller and more brightly colored, and will also have a black chin that extends from the bottom of the body of the fish all the way down to the gonopodium, which is a stick-like appendage that is used to breed with the females. You may also come across an all-yellow variant of the male in which the black chin has been bred out, but all other aspects remain the same. The females will be larger and have a lot more muted color, almost a light gray to maybe a later shade of yellow. Since these are live bearers, these fish will give birth to live young. The female will become pregnant and will have a gestation period of about 30 days, very similar to your guppy or platy species. After the 30-day gestation period, I would either recommend removing the female or having a large planted aquarium in order to prevent fry predation. So let's go ahead and spend a few moments on where you can find the black-chin livebearer. Like I said in the beginning of the video, these fish are a bit more difficult to find than your typical guppy or platy. You more than likely won't find them at your local fish store, so you'll either have to look at Aquabid or come across them at your local club auction, but once you do find them, they are definitely worth the wait. So I definitely do hope you enjoyed learning about the Girardinus metallicus, which is one of my favorite nano livebearers here in the fish tank barn. So I definitely appreciate it if you go ahead and check out one of the videos that comes here at the end, and as always, stay safe, stay fishy, and I'll catch you on the next video.